Hello, everybody. Today we're going to be looking into Kevin's party this weekend because Professor Dumdums was there without his +1. Yes, Preparation H was there without Meghan the Markle. Meghan Markle was apparently home sick. So we're going to have a look into that. We're going to have a feel around that with that energy. We've also got H over in the east coast of the USA this week. And he is popping across to Blighty for the Well Child Awards at some point in the next week or so. So we're going to look in that because it's very solo. But before we dig into that, I'm just going to go through a little few things. I work in layers, so I'm going to pull one layer for Harry and one layer for Meghan. If we need any more clarifications or we need any more layers or some questions arise, some info arises from these spreads, we're going to use a different deck. So just so you know. So we're starting off with Harry. What's the vibes around Kevin's party, Harry? Now, Harry is a Virgo, so he would come out as the Hermit or the King of Pentacles or the Knight of Pentacles if he's on a devaluation cycle for Megsy. Let's have a look. Show us what happened around Kevin's party, Harry. Show us what's happened around Kevin's party. Oh, the Seven of Swords. There's a lie here. There's something going on. Something has been taken away. Something has been rescinded. There was some sneaky behavior leading around Kevin's party, and it's not just straightforward with that Seven of Swords. There's a little bit of defiance there as well. Let's see what's crossing over. We have the Magician in reverse, not being able to bring everything together and do something. Now, the Magician, when it's crossed with swords, because swords is it's a very mental energy, and I mean mental as in thinking things through, contracts, business, understanding, academia. They won't be able to pull things through, especially with the Magician's sword there. So it's crossing over the Seven of Swords. So I believe that something wasn't quite right with the contracts, potentially something written, potentially invites. There's something else there. Let's see what's above the situation. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. There is some frustrations there around Kevin's party. He wanted to try and do something new, but he's feeling quite ruffled and aggressive about the party. I don't know what happened. There might have been some incident with a microphone this time. I don't know what happened this time. And underneath the Seven of Coins is in reverse. So did you pay to be there, Harry? Did you? He's out of pocket. He wants to put his profile up more. He wanted this to be more impactful than it has been. He wanted this to be more of a thing. He thought this would be better looking, a better thing. But there's something there with the contract. There's something there with the invites, the contract, the mental gymnastics. He couldn't pull everything together. He's wanting to reset his lot and make himself look more kind of like appealing, more financially stable, more kind of like, yeah, I mix with the old in-crowd thing. The Knight of Wands is in reverse. Meghan is angry. She would come out as Wands. I think we have got into this energy where she is incensed. She is angry. She is volatile at some of the stuff that is going on. And that I think they had a massive bust up around this party. Six of Cups. Okay. That's what's coming up. We're going to get something about his childhood, and something about Diana, something about when I was a little boy, something about children, when he's at the UN and Well Child and all of that stuff. He's gonna go into that. Just be forewarned that there is some schmooze coming up. There is some misremembering of things. Let's see what's on his mind around Kevin's party. He was forced into the situation. Nine of Wands. Somebody is saying around him that somebody has overstepped their boundaries. and then weaken them. Five of Cups, there is some regrets there. There's some emotional problems there. And the Six of Swords is not moving on. Okay. Can't move on, can't go far. But he's away at the minute. There's an element of being stuck and trapped. Let me pull Megsy's cards because this is interesting. Oh, she's quite happy. She's quite happy that she's not gone because she can say she's ill. Page of Swords, she wants people talking about it online. She wants people going at it online. She wants people to go out very quick. She wants to create that chatter. She wants to create that energy of, is she sick? This is sick. She almost like wants a Where's. Remember the conspiracy theories? She almost wants a Where's Catherine moment. Oh, bleh. Four of Cups, not receptive. She doesn't want to be seen to be there. Doesn't want to seem to be receiving anything by herself. Not very well. Okay, I get it. And underneath is the Knight of Wands. There's Knight of Wands. There's Knight of Wands. She's raging at something. They have had loads of... She's really offended by something. Let's see what's leaving the situation. Risk. They've had a big bust up over this. Harry... Look, I think Harry's just as bad as Megsy. I just think he's less intelligent, and I don't mean that in any shade. He just doesn't think this way. Same things she does. She's kind of planning this. She's kind of like saying, I'm not going to go. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I think she's been offended in some type of way, but she wants to do some pity points. She wants to get that energy that she thinks Catherine's so popular because Catherine's been poorly. That, and she's thinking of ways that she can outdo her. Eight of Pentacles. She doesn't learn. She hasn't worked. She hasn't mastered anything. Let's have a look at what's on her mind, though. Seven of Cups. Confusion. You're going to get some puff pieces, guys. There's going to be some puff pieces coming in about Harry and Meghan. I know Harry's going to be in the front of the press all of this week, but there is something coming in. There is some kind of... They're going to try and do some things a little bit of a different way. So instead of being offended by something somebody else has said, or there's a strong woman who sells jam, we are going to get a bit of a pity play, I feel. And there's Justice in reverse. I think she's spat her dummy out a bit because Kamala doesn't want a lot to do with her. Kamala's a Libra. There's also an energy that it could well be, it could be all of these things or one of these things. Kardashians might be a bit kind of like distance from her. There also could be other Libras. You've got Gavin Newsom as well. I'm just thinking of people who are around them. Serena Williams, Libra. The potential is there that something will come out about one of those Libras in Megsy this week. And that's Seven of Cups. That is an element of gaslighting. She's actually... she's actually quite enjoying the fact that Harry is away. Of course she is. She wants to enjoy it. She wants to have a good time. She wants him out of her hair. She wants him gone. But she's actually enjoying that Harry is away. That Five of Swords is she's has not looked into the details properly. People are going to see what she's doing very quickly. But she is actually, I feel she is actually pretending to be sick. Now, let me just have a look to get some pity points, because there's a risk there. I feel there's a disconnect. Like, Harry's getting played constantly. Harry's got a vendetta against the royal family, and Harry's got a vendetta against the government, and he's got a vendetta against British media, the media, and anyone who's ever critical of him. He hates. Meghan fuels that for her own gains, and plays him along as well, and he doesn't see it. That's the big problem. There's like a two-tier narcissism thing going on. And it just keeps getting worse and worse. She's really playing him, though. She's really playing him. And he's in it for some of it, but not in it for all of it. So she gets him to do certain things, but he doesn't see the bigger picture. She is angry about something, and I thought it was not an invite. I think the anger here really comes from the fact that Catherine got attention, and she would like to have, it's the my wife is sick thing. Let's have a look and see what is coming up next. What does Kevin, did Kevin invite both of them, or did Kevin just invite one of them? It's kind of a begrudging energy. It's kind of like, you have to come back here. It's all to do with Diana, the memory of Diana. Of course, we know Kevin's got, and there's a lot of toxicity there. Would I say Kevin really likes them? No, he doesn't. Would I say that Kevin only wanted the one that was... I think he might have invited Megsy, a bit too toxic. Let's have a look and see how his feelings are to Meghan. Interesting that there's both two moving cards there. What are you trying to tell us? He thinks they're all pre-scripted, and it's mostly an act, and it gets a lot of revision on it. He doesn't write her at all. I don't think she got an invite. So from these cards, I don't think she's got an invite, but she's annoyed about it. She's also angry, very angry, that Catherine's had a lot of love, a lot of support, and a lot of attention through her illness. So this is her way of saying, I'm sick, I'm not going. So she's trying to capitalize it. Harry knows she was angry, and yeah, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. It's a lot. So there's two things going on. I don't think she was invited. I don't think she's sick. I think she's trying to get some attention. What does Kevin think of Harry? He thinks he's being gaslit. Good. Okay. He thinks he's being dominated and oppressed, and is on the end of an unfair deal. And he thinks he's over-medicated. Wow. He doesn't think he's seeing the world as it should be. He thinks I think Kevin, I don't think he likes either of them particularly much, but I think he feels some type of way about Harry. There's a sympathy thing there. I do feel like that Diana would figure in that, because there's a history there with Kevin and Diana, because there was going to be the bodyguard too and all that kind of stuff. You know that stuff. But that says to me, the difference is in the cards. He wants her to go. He wants her to move on. He feels like she's got a revisionist history going on, and she's an empty vessel, a piece of meat, and she uses people like a piece of meat. Virtual reality is in reverse, completely spun a yarn. He thinks there's Harry is gaslit. The landlord, there is domination, there is control, there is manipulation there. He feels like if we took this card literally, which is literally without any of the imagery, he would feel like Megan is in control of him. He is the landlord. He doesn't own himself. And the drugs. Taking too many pills. Well, at least we know Kevin is looking out for Harry somewhat. Mightn't like him so much, but he's looking out for him nonetheless. That is very interesting. Few cards. Okay, so we've got to the end of that. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you being here and working this all out with me. Thanks for being about. Thanks for being on my channel. I appreciate you. Leave us a thumbs up and all that stuff. And leave us a comment of what you thought of the reading, what insight you've got. And let me know if there's any other readings you'd like me to do. Take care of yourselves, guys. Bye.